Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from whatever you're watching this channel. Now, this problem in the Kiambu County, the problem that saw a lot of heckling during William Samoei Ruto's, seems to have taken a notch higher. The senator for Kiambu County, talking about Senator Thangwa, made some shocking revelation about how he perceives the governor, the incumbent governor there, talking about Governor Wamatangi, how he has been embezzling funds. Now, these are not our own facts, but these are facts from the senator himself, who said that the governor there is using the chief officers, the governor there is using some old tactics to be able to embezzle funds. He even went to an extent of saying that the payrolls there are now done manually. And you know, one of the reasons why one would do a manual payroll is to be able to incorporate ghost workers in that payroll. So I want to take you through to a video where the senator is making these shocking revelations. Just watch this video.
The county government, in its looting mission, headed by the governor, in its stealing mission, it has tasked 15 officers whom I have their names. These 15 officers are collecting Kenya shillings each, 300,000, 3 times a week from the finance department and from the roads and transport department. They're given this money in cash and they deposit some to their pocket, 30%, they eat that. Then 70% they give the governor and his chief officers.
Very well. I will share a detailed video about that speech. But you see, there's a time William Ruto toured Kiambu County. I remember we did an analysis on that meeting whereby there was heckling. So in that video, we saw Wamatangi alikuwa na hasira to a level whereby now he told the politicians there to have respect and each to play their own role.
Kweli, kama tunaungana mkono, sio kusema tunaungana mkono na usiku tunawekewa mambo mengine ya kutuangusha. Na viti mnataka mtatafuta baadaye wakati.
So I remember even Gachagua weighing on the issue and advising the politicians there wamheshimu governor. So back then tulipata kwamba yule women rep wa Kiambu alimuingilia Wamatangi. Wale wabunge wengi wa Kiambu walimuingilia Wamatangi na Wamatangi amekuwa akipata shinikizo. In fact, some people saying that yeye lazima awe impeached. So I want us to dig deeper into this remark by the senator over what he perceives as corruption within Kiambu County. But before you do that, allow me to welcome you again to this analysis and encourage you to please support this channel by subscribing, liking and sharing our video. And to those who supported us before, thank you so much for your support. Now let's head over to this detailed video.
I'm calling upon the EACC to send their officers to Kiambu County to investigate the massive corruption and looting that is happening in the county. The county government, in its looting mission, headed by the governor, in its stealing mission, it has tasked 15 officers whom I have their names. These 15 officers are collecting Kenya shillings each, 300,000, 3 times a week from the finance department and from the roads and transport department. They're given this money in cash and they deposit some to their pocket, 30%, they eat that. Then 70% they give the governor and his chief officers. And this is the money that is being used to pay young men and women who are jobless, to cause chaos whenever the president is around, whenever we are having meetings. And if you multiply how many weeks Governor Wamatangi has been there as a governor, multiply by 300,000 per person, 3 times a week, we are talking about hundreds of millions that is going to his pocket. Today, the governor has reverted to traditional ways of doing things. One, as I say, he's doing the manual payroll. That's where they steal the money. And you know, manual payrolls are prone to abuse. That is a loophole for stealing. And that is what exactly is happening. In the year 2022, 2023, and up to today, the county has paid through manual payroll over 392 million Kenyan shillings. That is the amount that has been paid. To who? That is the question. The governor, through unlawful and illegal means, has employed over 200 people against the law. They are calling them the liaison officers, who have now been tasked to collect revenue. They are collecting this revenue manually. And when they collect this revenue manually, not every amount is being taken to the account. I'm calling upon the EACC to not wait any longer. Because if you wait any longer, then I believe Kiambu County is going to lose billions of shillings. I also call upon the governor of Kiambu, Kimani Wamatangi, to stop lying to the people. And if we cannot, at least don't lie in church. Don't lie in front of the people who voted for you. Don't lie even before the president. Kiambu County has now been ranked the worst county to do business in when it comes to government contracts. That the governor has only paid 4% of the pending bills. Yet, on numerous occasions, he has said that he has cleared all the bills. And people out there, the contractors, are suffering. In the year 2022-2023, at the closure of that financial year, the governor had 5.2 billion shillings of pending bills. And instead of paying that amount, he actually returned about 2 billion to the National Treasury instead of paying those pending bills. Today, as we speak, and I have the report of the Auditor General here, and I will read for you. That is the first quarter of 2023-2024. So we are talking about June, July, August, and September. The county government had a pending bill of 5.62 billion as of 30th September 2023, despite having a bank balance of 1.14 billion in the CRF. That means there is money, but the governor is not paying. As I conclude, and as EACC prepares to get into Kiambu County, it's good to know this is not politics. This is the work I was mandated to do by the people of Kiambu when I was voted for as the senator, and going in line with Article 96 of the Constitution that gives the senator the power to protect the interests of a county and to oversight the governor. Because we cannot wait. We cannot wait any longer to see the governor looting our money, and in return, he's giving us handouts, giving our people handouts in the names of chicks and fish so that our people can keep quiet. But as I say it here, it's not going to be business as usual for the governor of Kiambu. It's time now you stop lying. It's time you start working for the people. And it's time you put everything in pen and paper, because you are coming for that information and we are coming for the documents.
The 2010 constitution, when it was enacted, ili stop ile mambo ya municipal, county governments had not been introduced, but ili stop ile mambo ya municipal. So during the transition between the old government system and the new government system, whereby there was county government and the national government, that's that kind of formation. During that transition, some serious audit was done to the payrolls. Na ikapatikana kwamba ghost workers existed. So there were so many ghost workers. I remember a story in Mombasa County whereby back then it was Mombasa municipality. Back then ilisemekana kwamba there were people who used to report to work, wana sign na wanatoka. They come the following day, wana sign na wanatoka. So these were considered as ghost workers. They were existing their payroll but hawakuwa wanafanya kazi. So when the 2010 constitution was enacted, then the county governments were introduced. There were a lot of controls which were introduced, controls that even enable the cleaning of the payroll. Then this cleaning of the payroll made sure that all people or persons who did not work or are considered as ghost workers were cleaned out. Na walitolewa. That is a reality. So what the senator is saying in that video is bringing back that story of ile mambo ya municipal, because if he's saying that the governor has resorted to manual payroll, hiyo can only mean that they are planning to rope in names of ghost workers, or what he perceives as youths being hired to cause heckle or to cause chaos in the William Ruto's rallies. You remember after that heckling, there were locals who came out and said that they saw buses, I don't know, 4 buses, which were ferried to that place with people. And those are the people who, according to them, heckled William Ruto until ilibidi hakuweza kufungua ile shamba ambalo ile soko ambalo alikuwa afungue. So they were merely trying to apportion blames on a politician. They didn't mention who that politician was, but so many other people thought that it was a politician allied to the Kieleweke faction, the old Kieleweke faction that used to support Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But going by the details which have been released by Senator Thangwa now, this matter is taking a different direction. And according to the senator, he seems to be saying that there are people who are put on payrolls. Hawa watu wanawekwa kwa payroll, wanalipwa na ndo wana cause chaos. So if that is the case, then you can comfortably say that maybe these people who are causing heckle, mayhem, and the chaos belong to Wamatangi, according to the senator. That is what the senator is saying. I am privy to that kind of information, whether it's true or not true, but that's what the senator said in that video which I shared. So in that video again, he talks about corruption kwa hali ya juu. I don't know, 30% going to the chief officers, 70% si zinaenda wapi. So this 70% according to him anasema kwamba zinalipwa hawa youths ambao hawafanyi kazi kwa county, lakini hawa youths kazi yao ni ku cause chaos, mayhem. We can confidently say that these are foot soldiers of Wamatangi. Hao ndo wanahakikisha kwamba Wamatangi anakuwa relevant within the county. Kiambu County has had Governor wa Kabogo, Waititu, and then after Waititu was impeached, there was another governor. So Governor Kabogo took a whole term, 1 term. Then the second term, Waititu won the election and he became the second governor. So, but he did not finish his term and then he was impeached. Then I think his deputy took over. So we can say Wamatangi is the 4th governor of Kiambu County, if I'm not wrong. So he knows that if he plays around with the politics or with how the politics of Kiambu was imekuwa, then he might be impeached. So because he knows that he might be impeached, he could have realized that the best solution is to have foot soldiers. And probably that's why the senator is saying that akona foot soldiers who are paid. They are paid from corrupt money which is collected from the people. That is what the senator is saying. Ladies and gentlemen, from the video which I shared and what the senator is saying, what do you think? Can you please just go below the comment section and tell us whether you think the senator is telling the truth, or what you think about the whole matter, this crisis in Kiambu County. Just go below and tell us what you think about that. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you have not subscribed, please take 1 second and subscribe. Give this video a like. So until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.